Hello, my name's Gav. If you've not seen one of my videos before, I'm 28. I was about to say 23. That was the age I was diagnosed with MS. Yeah, I've had it for about, well, just over 5 years. And it's been interesting, those 5 years. And I'm going to talk to you today about stages of grief when you're dealing with a serious diagnosis of anything. It could be MS, or it could be cancer, or it could be Alzheimer's. And these stages aren't just for the people with the diagnosis themselves, they could be for anyone, someone who's close to you. They'll go through these stages as well. There's 5 main stages. The first stage you've got is denial. The whole, no, it can't be MS. I'm 22. People like me, we don't get MS. Oh yeah, it'll be something else. It'll be that virus that's been going around the office. And I'm assuming at this point that you've got your diagnosis, and so you probably, I would hope, come to terms with the fact you've got MS. I I personally didn't have much time in the denial stage. When I first heard it might be MS, thanks to Google. Um, my first thought was just can't be MS, and then as the year and a half went on, it became glaringly obvious to me that probably was going to be MS. I mean, there are worse things it could be. It could be ginger. Not that there's anything wrong with gingers. My wife is a beautiful redhead. I love a good redheaded lady. But when it's ginger, similar to my sister when she was 6, it's kind of scary. It's kind of can go orange, neon glowing. It's almost radioactive, and that's kind of that to me just isn't sexy. But each to their own. The next stage of grief is anger. I thought I'd miss this out completely. And it was only the last few weeks when I realised that I've been getting quite ratty towards my wife and sort of snapping at her for no apparent reason. No idea why I'm gesturing over there, because she's at work. Verbally just saying stupid stuff, and I would apologise. But it's still not very nice. It doesn't make me feel any better. Certainly it doesn't make her feel any better. And nothing changes. I thought I was just getting angry at my body for not doing what I thought it should be able to do. You know, I should be able to walk from here to there and not need crutches, or I shouldn't have to use my wheelchair when I'm out and about, but I do. The next stage is bargaining. You know, the whole, I'll tell you what, I'll give you my bike if I don't have MS. It's a good bike. It's got like front and back suspension, disc brakes, 21 gears. No. How about my bike and my wife as well? She's really good. She's really funny, beautiful, really smart, amazing. Then you keep MS to yourself, yeah? The next stage you might be fortunate enough to reach is depression. You know, where the world seems really grey and miserable and just not very nice. And it kind of is like that outside at the moment, but it's Britain and it's the winter, so there's not much sun. But I've been there, and it can get quite serious. I know for me personally, it did get to the point where um, committing suicide seemed like the logical option when clearly it isn't. Um, but I was fortunate enough to have people to talk to about how I was feeling. Went to my doctor, and he introduced me to Mr. Prozac. Um, and since I got introduced to Mr. Prozac, it's kind of quite in that voice down. I haven't got multiple personalities, by the way. It's just an easy way for me to verbalise the thought process in my head. It started off with this secondary voice that would just have this black sense of humour, thinking that under that bus on the train lines, that'd be a good way to off myself. And then that would get reasoned with logic that that really wasn't a good idea. I mean, it clearly isn't. And so I wasn't that scared because I thought I could out out outflank this voice with logic and my overly large brain. And it wasn't until the third voice of dissent showed up that it scared me, because it did just make things seem logical. Once you've got past depression, you reach the fifth stage, acceptance. Congratulations, you've made it. Now you get to live the rest of your life accepting that you've got MS. Now, there's no hard and fast 1, 2, 3 stage to progress through these different stages of grief. I know for me personally, I thought I'd done the whole acceptance bit of bargaining thing, and then I'd gone straight to acceptance, skipping out to depression and anger. And it wasn't until later on that it became clearer to me that I had these stages to go back and revisit and to look forward to. I was really helped by the fact I've got a wonderful wife and friends I can talk to. And I implore you that if you are feeling at any of these stages of grief, that you talk to someone. It could be your doctor, it could be your best friend, it could be some Samaritans done on the phone. But unfortunately, we all have to go through these stages. And it's just important to remember you've got to carry on walking to reach the next stage. Now, I hope this video has helped at least one person out there who's going through the stages of grief. At the very least, I hope it's made some of you laugh. Please feel free to hit the like button and the subscribe if you haven't, and leave some comments down below with your thoughts about the stages of grief. I know that when I've been going through the whole depression thing, I didn't really care that other people been through the same sort of stuff, but I know that it can help at least one person knowing that you're not by yourself. Now you've got me for company.